good morning students. Let's start reading the remaining part of this passage. The word he stands for Kothamangalam Subbu. He was tailor-made. Tailor-made stands for built for a specific profession, built for a specific individual person or some business or profession. He was tailor-made stands for he was built for films. Finding so many good qualities in the nature and behavior of Kothamangalam Subbu, one could easily say that Kothamangalam Subbu was really naturally built for film shooting. He was tailor-made for films. You may also say that it was Kothamangalam Subbu who kept himself ever ready to give his best for film shooting, for making the films. He was tailor-made for films means it seemed that Kothamangalam Subbu was built especially for film industry. ऐसा लग रहा था उसको देख करके जैसे कि कोटमंगलम सुब्बू तो भाई फिल्मों के लिए बना हो. कोटमंगलम सुब्बू के अंदर फिल्मों को बनाने के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा ज्ञान भरा पड़ा था. Here was a man who could be inspired when commanded. It was Kothamangalam Subbu who always got himself inspired whenever he was commanded. बेटे जब कभी भी कोटमंगलम सुब्बू को कोई आदेश दिया जाता था तो उस आदेश को प्रेरणा समझा करता था. He took the commanding words as the words of inspiration. He never got upset. That's why he had got his importance in the heart of in the mind of the boss, SS Watson, of his boss. The rat fights the tigress underwater. I would like to translate this the statement because you would not be able to understand my explanation, though I would try to make you understand. The rat fights the tigress underwater and kills her, but takes pity on the cubs. Cubs stands for young mammals, the little babies, and tends them lovingly. I don't know how to do the scene, the producer would say, and Subbu would come out with 4 ways of the rat, pouring affection on its victim offspring. The rat fights the tigress underwater. The producer of some film, prepares a scene, and he wants to show this the scene in such a manner. Showing it that there is a rat. Showing it that a fight takes place between a rat and a tigress underwater. Into the body of the water. They both are fighting each other. And kills her, but the rat kills the tigress. The rat kills the tigress, but takes pity on the cubs. But the rat takes pity. But the rat shows its sympathy and love and sympathy on the young mammals, on the young babies of the tigress, and tends them lovingly. And not only the rat spares them, but it also takes care of them very lovingly. I don't know how to do the scene, the producer would say. The producer would ask Kothamangalam Subbu. He did not know how he should give, how he should present, how he should show that the scene in the film. And Subbu would come out with 4 ways of the rat, pouring affection on its victims' offspring. The word offspring stands for cubs, young mammals. And as soon as Kothamangalam Subbu was given this the responsibility of finding out some different kinds of alternatives and different kinds of explanation and different kinds of stories related to that scene. So he definitely came out with 4 वेज स्टैंड फिर अल्टरनेटिव, showing it that how the rat poured, what means showed the love and affection on the little mammals, अब हिंदी में देखो इसको. The rat fights the tigress underwater and kills her, but takes pity on the cubs and tends them lovingly. I don't know how to do the same, the producer would say. किसी एक फिल्म का फिल्म निर्माता सुबू से, कोटमंगलम सुबू से ऐसा कह देता था, कभी ऐसा कह दिया करता था, ऐसा कहा था कभी उसने, कह दिया करता नहीं, कभी किसी दिन उसने ऐसा कहा था कि वे सुबू, मैं अपने इस फिल्म के अंदर एक दृश्य पेश करना चाहता हूँ और दृश्य में दिखाना चाहता हूँ कि एक चूहे और एक शेरनी के बीच में, बाघन के बीच में, टाइग्रेस बाघन होती है, एक बाघन के और एक चूहे के बीच में पानी के अंदर आपस में लड़ाई हो जाती है. चूहा उस बाघन को मार देता है, लेकिन उसके अपने बाघन के जो छोटे बच्चे हैं, कब्स हैं, लिटिल मैमल्स जो होते हैं, उन सभी के ऊपर वो दया बरसा देता है, उनको बख्श देता है. अब कहता मुझे नहीं पता कि मैं इस दृश्य को किस प्रकार से फिल्म में पेश करूं. तो इस प्रकार की जब बात उसको कही जाती थी तो सुबह तुरंत 4 अलग अलग प्रकार के विकल्पों के अपने साथ में अपने उत्तर लेकर के, विकल्प लेकर के, और वह प्रोड्यूसर के पास आता था. ये कहकर के सर मैं बताता हूँ किस प्रकार से चूहे ने उन सभी छोटे विक्टिम स्टैंड्स पर टाइग्रेस के लिए, टाइग्रेस के उन बाघन के उन छोटे छोटे बच्चों के ऊपर किस प्रकार से चूहे ने अपना प्यार दर्शाया, इस प्रकार की एक कहानी बना करके और वह उसके पास आता है. ओके, गुड, बट आई एम नॉट श्योर इट इज इफेक्टिव इनफ, द प्रोड्यूसर वुड से. फिर वह फिल्म निर्माता उसको ऐसा कहता था, गेटिंग दोज द 4 अल्टरनेटिव which कोटमंगलम सुबू gave the producer, okay, that is the producer, though appreciated him, saying it that it was really very good and he was really very excellent. He was good at giving the response at the right time, but he was not satisfied to his alternative and he could not think that he could produce that the scene in his film. The producer would say, फिर वो निर्माता ऐसा कहता था, क्या कहता था उसको, बट आई एम नॉट श्योर इट इज इफेक्टिव इनफ. भाई शुभू, तुम 4 विकल्प तो लेकर के आए हो, लेकिन मुझे ऐसा लगता नहीं कि आपके इन 4 विकल्पों में से यदि मैं किसी विकल्प को इस दृश्य के साथ जोड़ूं तो मेरा ये दृश्य बड़ा प्रभावशाली रहेगा, लोगों को हंसा देगा. एंड इन अ मिनट शुभू वुड कम आउट विद 14 मोर अल्टरनेटिव्स, एंड शुभू इन ए फ्लैश, इन ए मिनट again would come out with 14 more alternatives. He never got himself stopped. Okay? He never ran away from his responsibilities, but he also followed his responsibility very nicely. Film making must have been and was so easy with a man like Subbu around, and if ever there was a man who gave direction and definition to Gemini Studio during its golden years, it was Subbu. Now here, as you can see here, the pronoun it has been used. So we can use here the pronoun it, and it is used in the dummy sentences. Film making must have been and was so easy with a man like Subbu around. When Subbu was there, the producer or the director of some film would not have faced any difficulty and any problem, because he was always ready to give them their required things, required material. Okay? बिकॉज वो हमेशा उनको जो भी वो उनको जो चीज़ चाहती थी उसको उनको देता रहता था. इसलिए वो कहा जा रहा है कि फिल्म मेकिंग मस्ट हैव बीन एंड वॉज सो ईजी. फिल्म बनाना वास्तव में बहुत ही ज़्यादा आसान रहा होगा और आसान था भी. विद ए मैन लाइक सुबू जैसे व्यक्ति के साथ में फिल्म बनाना बड़ा आसान रहा होगा, बड़ा आसान था भी. एंड अराउंड का मतलब आसपास के उसके आसपास के बाकी सभी लोगों में से सुबू एक अकेला मात्र ऐसा व्यक्ति था जिसके पास हर समय कुछ ना कुछ फिल्म बनाने से संबंधित कोई ना कोई मटेरियल उसके दिमाग में रहता था. एंड if ever there was a man who gave direction and definition to Gemini Studio, okay, during its golden years, and when the Gemini Studio was at its pinnacle, when the Gemini Studio was at its peak point, so it was Kottamangalam Subbu who always gave his boss some directions, and he also gave him some definitions, okay, to different kinds of complicated cases, and he always helped his boss, helped his director solve out the problems very easily. तो वह केवल मात्र कोटमंगलम सुबु था जो हमेशा इस प्रकार से विकल्प दे दे करके अन्य अन्य प्रकार की समस्याओं का समाधान कर करके और वह अपने मालिक की मदद करता रहता था. Subbu had a separate identity as a poet. Oh God! But he was not a literate poet. I would like to say. I would like to tell you here something about Kottamangalam Subbu. Subbu had not got any formal education. He had not got any degree in diploma. But he could compose a poem on his part, on the basis of his skills. आपने देखा होगा कि कुछ एक ऐसे लोकल कवि भी होते हैं जो अपनी कविताओं को रचते हैं, जो अपनी कविताओं को बना लेते हैं, तो बड़ी सुपरहिट वो बड़ी सुपरहिट रहती हैं सभी पोएम्स, वो सभी उनकी अपनी कविताएं. तो Subbu had a separate identity as a poet. Subbu also had got his identity as a poet. Subbu was also known as a top class poet, and though he was certainly capable of more complex and higher forms, and he was also fully capable of forming more complicated poems. बड़ी जटिल कविताएं, टेढ़ी मेढ़ी कविताएं वो बना लिया करता था. He deliberately chose to address his poetry to the masses. The word masses stands for here large number of people. Okay, assembly of people, or we may call here or the people also, persons. So he deliberately willingly, वह जानबूझ करके बहुत सारे लोगों की भीड़ के सामने अपनी काव्य रचना को खोला करता था. अपनी काव्य रचना से उन सभी लोगों को संबोधित किया करता था. कोटमंगलम सुब्बू में कविता इत्यादि बनाने का भी गुण था. Kottamangalam Subbu was a good poet. He could compose any poem on the basis of his self skills. And whenever he had composed any poem, so he chose to address a large number of people, okay, reciting his poem to them so that they could also get highly impressed, and that the poem was also composed in the local dialect, local language, so that the persons, the common man, the common people, masses stands for the common people also, the common people could also be able to help him, okay, to help him recite his poem quite effectively. आपने देखा होगा कि कुछ लोकल कवि होते हैं, जब कभी कोई कविता गाते हैं, कुछ भी गाना इत्यादि गाते हैं, तो उसके साथ में उनकी भजन मंडली के गायकार जो बैठे रहते हैं, तो उनकी तर्ज उठाते हैं. वो हल्की सी तर्ज उठा करके चलता है, फिर उसके बाद में उसके पीछे उसके नीचे बैठे हुए जो लोग होते हैं, ढोलक बजाने वाले, बाकी हारमोनियम बजाने वाले, तो उसकी टेक को उठाते हैं. वहाँ यहाँ पर एक बात आएगी, देखो, हिज सक्सेस इन फिल्म्स overshadowed and dwarfed. बेटा overshadowed and dwarfed stands for here. What overshadowed and dwarfed means here in this statement dominated something, eclipsed. Be greater in significance than. Be greater in significance than. किसी चीज की तुलना में अपना महत्व ज्यादा मात्रा में दिखाए, उसके लिए आता है overshadowed and dwarfed. किसी को बोना कर देना, छोटा कर देना. His success in films, फिल्मों में उसकी जो सफलता थी, उस सफलता ने उसके अपने साहित्यिक जो उसकी अपनी उपलब्धियां थी, अचीवमेंट्स जो थी, उन साहित्यिक उपलब्धियों को छोटा कर दिया था, शॉर्टन्ड कर दिया था. उसके ऊपर वो डोमिनेटेड हो गई थी. His success in films overshadowed and dwarfed his literary achievements. The more success he got in films, the less literary achievements, were displayed by him. The more success he got in films, the less importance he got in his literary achievements. His success in films became more important in his life than that of his literary achievement. ऐसे भी इसको आप एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो. ओके, वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा उसकी जैसे जैसे फिल्मों में सफलता बढ़ती गई, उसका जो साहित्यिक जो उपलब्धियाँ थी वो कम होती चली, और So his critics felt, and his all critics also felt so, that Kothmangalam Subbu had lost his craze in the poetic achievements, literary achievements, sorry, not poetic, literary achievements. He composed several truly original story poems. Original story poems mean local poems. Okay, he always composed original story poems, the local poems. Okay, in folk refrain, the word refrain stands for the part of the song, the part of a song where soloist, S-O-L-O-I-S-T, गायकार, where a soloist is joined by some other singers. भाई जैसे कोई मुख्य गायकार है, उस मुख्य गायकार की एक तर्ज होती है, एक टेक होती है, उस टेक को उठाने के लिए बाकी के उसके गायकार अपनी आवाज में उसको ऊपर की तरफ उठाते हैं, उस तरह की बात कहा जाता है यहाँ पर. He composed several truly original story poems in folk refrain and diction. Both are the same words. Kothmangalam Subbu always composed the poems related to the life of the common people, and so that the poems could easily be learnt by heart, could easily be learnt by the people, by the common man by heart, and they could also help him reciting the poem very effectively. And also wrote a sprawling. The sprawling stands for rambling. RAMBLING, rambling. Sprawling stands for going into different directions. मतलब यूं ही बकवासबाजी की तरह से, जैसे कि अलग अलग दिशाओं में बिखरी पड़ी हो, कोई रिदम ना हो. And also wrote a sprawling novel, Thilana Mohanambalam. Thilana Mohanambal, with dozens of very deftly eached means of the skilled, highly skilled, veteran, highly literate, highly skilled, veteran characters. He also wrote a rambling novel, Thilana Mohanambal, with dozens of very deftly eached characters. He also gave place to many highly renowned characters in his novel, जो कि वहाँ की उस इलाके के जाने पहचाने जो लोग थे ना, उन सभी लोगों को उस नावल में जिक्र किया, और उसने अपने एक उपन्यास भी लिख दिया इस नाम से. He quite successfully recreated the mood and the manner of Devdasis of the early 20th century. Devdasis, the word Devdas stands for here female Bharatanatyam dancer in southern India. So he quite successfully recreated the mood and manner of the Devdasis of the early 20th century. Whenever he recited his poem, whenever he sang his song, he always recreated, means he always reformed. Recreated stands for recreated means मनोरंजन करना होता है. He always entertained. He was totally able to entertain the mood and the manner of the Devdasis of the early 20th century. वर्ष 1950, 1945, 46, 47 के आसपास के जो दक्षिणी भारत के जो देवदासी जो थी, उन देवदासियों के बारे में, देवदास जो की एक मैंने पढ़ा है जहाँ तक कि दक्षिण भारत के अंदर कोई एक भारतनाट्यम की बहुत अच्छी नर्तनी थी, गायकार थी, उसके उन सभी मानने वाले उपासक जो लोग थे, उसके फॉलोवर जो थे देवदासी के, उन सभी देवदासी के फॉलोवर्स को बहुत अच्छे ढंग से खुश करने का उसके अंदर एक बहुत अच्छा गुण था. वह उन सभी के लोगों की मनोदशा को खुश कर दिया करता था अपनी कहानियों से, अपनी कविताओं से. दोबारा देखो इसको. ही क्वाइट सक्सेसफुली रिक्रिएटेड द मूड एंड मैनर ऑफ द देवदासीज ऑफ द अर्ली 20th century. Kothmangalam Subbu was totally able to entertain the mood and the manner of all kinds of people who were the followers of the Devdasi of early 20th century. He was an amazing actor. Kothmangalam Subbu also acted as an amazing actor. He never aspired to lead roles. The word aspired stands for here, strongly willed. Okay, he never aspired means he never wanted to play his role as a leading actor. He never aspired to the lead roles. Okay, he never aspired to the lead roles. He was never ambitious to give his रोल एज ए लीडिंग एक्टर। वो कभी नहीं चाहता था कि वो हमेशा पहले अपने आप को आगे फिल्म में दिखाए, बट वट एवर सब्सिडरी मीन सेकेंडरी, लो रैंक्ड रोल, लो रैंक्ड और सेकेंडरी रोल ही प्लेड, जो भी कोई उसका दूसरा अपना उसके निचले स्तर की जो भी भूमिका वो दिया करता था, कभी भी वो अहम भूमिका फिल्म में देने के चक्कर में नहीं रहता था। ही प्लेड इन एनी वन ऑफ द फिल्म्स ही परफॉर्म बेटर देन द सपोज्ड मेन प्लेयर्स। So whenever he gave his subsidiary role, secondary role, low ranked role, he also got much popularity on the basis of that role, and he was always praised by his boss, okay, compared to the other main players. मुख्य जो कलाकार होते थे, मुख्य कलाकारों की तुलना में बहुत ज़्यादा अपने आप को उच्च कोटि का एक कलाकार अपने बॉस की निगाह में बना लेता था। He had genuine love for anyone he came across, and his house was a permanent residence for dozens of near and far relations and acquaintances. Okay, he had also got much kindness. You may say that Kottamangalam Subbu was a kind and generous person to each and every person. Since his house was always packed with so many persons and relative persons, his friends, and he always gave them love and respect, and also fed them. It seemed against Subbu's nature to be even conscious that he was feeding and sporting so many of them. Kottamangalam Subbu never thought so, that he was feeding and sporting so many people in his house. वो कभी नहीं सोचता था. He was really so much kind to each and every person. He had much sense of sympathy in his heart towards others. He was really a very charitable man. Such a charitable and improvident man, and yet he had enemies. Okay, beta. So it seemed against Subbu's nature to be even conscious that he was feeding and sporting so many of them. Subbu never took such kind of idea and thought in his mind that he was helping, he was sporting, he was feeding so many people, so many persons at his residence. No. Such a charitable and improvident man. Improvident stands for beta wasteful person, wasteful, खर्चीला, spendthrift, and short-sighted भी कह सकते हो आप, short-sighted, ठीक है। एंड येट ही हैड एनिमीज, इस प्रकार का एक पुण्यार्थ धर्मार्थी और इस प्रकार का एक बहुत ज़्यादा आगे की सोच न रखने वाला खर्चीला व्यक्ति, और उसके बावजूद भी उसके दुश्मन बने हुए थे। वाज इट बिकॉज ही सीम्ड सो क्लोज एंड इंटीमेट विद द बॉस? सो नाउ हियर आर सम क्वेश्चंस, वेदर इट वाज द मेन cause, whether he had got such kind of popularity because he always lived with his boss there at the Gemini studio. क्या इसका कारण यह था कि वो हमेशा अपने बॉस के साथ में बड़ा घुल मिल करके रहा करता था? और was it his general demeanor stands for nature and behavior that resembled a sycophant? Sycophant stands for here, the word sycophant stands for here flatterer, जिसको कहा जाता है flatterer, okay, butterer, चापलूस जो व्यक्ति होता है, यसमैन करने वाला व्यक्ति होता है, जी चोरी करने वाला। या फिर इसका मतलब ये निकाला जाए कि भाई उसका अपना स्वभाव, उसका अपना आचरण इस प्रकार का था जो किसी एक चापलूस से मिलता जुलता था, रिजेंबल्ड, और हिज रेडीनेस टू से नाइस थिंग्स अबाउट एवरीथिंग। या फिर हम यूँ कहें कि उसने अपना पहचान इसलिए बना ली थी कि वो हर काम को करने के लिए हमेशा बिल्कुल तत्परतैयार रहता था। इन एनी केस देयर वाज दिस मैन इन द मेकअप डिपार्टमेंट हु वुड विश द डायरेक्ट थिंग्स फॉर सुब्बू। ओके, there was only single one person in that makeup department, and it was the office boy who had always negative thoughts regarding Subbu, who never took Subbu as a very good man. He had become the great enemy of Subbu. तो कहता कि इन दोनों के बीच में बड़ा झगड़ा फसाद बना हुआ था इन दोनों के बीच में। हालांकि कभी ये जो है ना कोटमंगलम सुब्बू कभी उसके बारे में सोचता भी नहीं था, उसके बारे में कभी बुरा वाला नहीं कहता, लेकिन वह उसको हमेशा अपना दुश्मन समझा करता था। बेटे, अप टू हियर वी हैव रेड द चैप्टर, द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर will contain the explanation, translation of the next part, which is the most important part of this chapter. Thank you, beta.